directly live. It's got a little bit of a delay, I think, on the YouTube for it to catch up. So it confuses me looking at that. I have to go to this one because then they're the same. They're the same time. And that is one of the things that today I think I want to talk about. This is Meditation Monday. This is also our opening ceremony for my countdown to Christmas, Happiness Habits. So welcome if you're joining me. If you haven't seen me, if this is the first time and someone's sharing this video, I'm Tracy Jande from Tree Heart Art Design Authentic, and the Love Authentic part on YouTube and on Facebook is where I do all my favourite things to do regarding spirituality, my vision board workshops, my artist page of the Tree Heart Art is energy art and all the art related stuff and the art and mindfulness stuff. So that's a little bit about me. Today is such an auspicious day for many of us. I've got lots of notes to share with you. My paid workshop I've made available, and I'm going to encompass some of the stuff I was going to do in there for the members, although we're doing a little bit readings and stuff later, because of some stuff that come up today with Yasmin Boland and saying that straight after the eclipse, for 12 hours not to do any intention and wishing, and obviously that's a big thing to me, so I need to look into that. But hey ho, I thought that's fine, we can still do our ceremony and this is still important time. I really want to share a couple of things with you in the next 20 minutes as well, prior to us doing our meditation and the ceremony, some info, some little astrology tips, and we will do a guided meditation and be in a place of gratitude, because 3 things that Matisse mentioned today during the eclipse video that he talks about, the 3 access points for ourselves to align, and that is vibration, energy and matter, which is the root, and our branches of this tree of alignment, our tree of life, is will, wisdom and love. So they will be encompassing into our habits of happiness, because that's all part of my authentic life in balance course anyway, so, and the path that I'm taking. So I just want to talk about a little bit of today is the beginning of, any of you have heard of the prophecy and the Mayan and the Hopi prophecies. They're culturally, I think they're still quite, whether you're into spirituality or not, is quite a big thing. Well, today is the start of the long count Mayan calendar. So back in 2012, I don't know if you remember, if you were part of that, there was lots of talk about all this thing and this pinnacle time, and they were like, oh, and then nothing happened. That's because it's meant to be today. So I have to add, for me personally, I think I added in the post today that I kept having this dream recently, and a waking dream, like in the shower, this image come to me of a beautiful Chilean young lady in a denim jacket on a beach, and in the image of it, the water, literally, you know, when you see water when it's spinning on a plate, it lifts up from the speed. The sea did that. And I was, what does that mean? Hopefully that's not, but most of my dreams and visions, they have a metaphorical meaning. Water has association with the fluidity, for me, of Pisces, and there's this connection with Pisces, it turns out, happening during the eclipse. We are Sagittarius, so they call it a Sagittarius new moon. I do lots of intention setting ceremonies for the new moon, and this is a really good time to plant the seeds. Well, this is like a super energetic, powerful new beginning, but not just for us personally, globally. And I've shared a map, the place where we get totality of the eclipse over Argentina and Chile was where I was dreaming this girl was from. I was at Chile and Argentina. So I knew it was important when I first heard Matisse talk about this, because he mentioned a story similar to had happened with him with the book that he'd written, and that was where I'd seen my vision. And that was part of the reason I knew that the I Am project was something I wanted to do for myself personally, and why I'm doing that. And those of you that follow me will understand I've been doing, what day are we today? So we are 132 or 133 days of alignments every day. I've been doing this. I've been doing it for 360 days. So, and then But anyway, I'm digressing because I've got so much I want to fit in today before the meditation as well. I wanted to touch a little bit on the astrology, but one of the reasons I mentioned where the totality is happening, and the thing that I'm most so excited, not the fact that I thought, oh, does that mean volcanic eruptions? There is a long extinct volcano near the area where we'll get the totality. But I think there was a part of my old soul lessons to let go of, from memories of the last time in other life where I was feeling this event. It was very different and a very different ending, shall we say. However, this to me is a real beginning and a real start of something that could be absolutely amazing. They talk about the dawning of Aquarius. So in the 60s, that song, "This is the dawning of Aquarius," this is it, right? In the next 60 years, we've got on the 21st of December, the solstice, we have the Jupiter-Saturn alignment, which is really biggie as well. It looks like, people call it the Bethlehem star. And if you give it that religious connotation of that spirituality, that comes with that powerful alignment of energy flooding the earth. Now, I'm also into the science of how our planetary bodies affect us, with being an emissary for heart math. So I really do like to know about this energetic and the science behind that. So what's interesting to know is that this alignment, just to let you know, is in this place, this region in Chile, the lakes. The name of the lakes, is it Guam? I think I might be pronouncing that wrong. All right, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, that Matisse mentioned this. And it's called the tree that is referred to in that culture is the tree of life. And it talks about the different branches, and he was mentioning today about the axis. It also, that region, and maybe it's in my notes, is the represents the great woman's coccyx, so the axis basically of the world, and a axis of the self seat. So us basically realigning a great new self alignment of the planet is meant to happen at this time, is what that's all meant to mean. But for me personally, having had that dream, I'm kind of eager to know what will happen. And Las Branzas, a place actually called Hope, is where they'll have the totality today. So we will do a little guided meditation, and then we've got 20 minutes before that happens. You've got, as I said, I mentioned the free, if you think of it, he said like this, the Merkaba, upside down pyramid, and another one underneath, and the 3 points to align our vibration, our energy, and our matter, our body. It's why a lot of people, if you ever heard people talking about ascension symptoms, that's what's happening. The matter inside, achy, shifty, ringing in the ears going on, all that kind of stuff, physically feeling maybe a bit rubbish or needing to sleep more because your body's doing some amazing, immense things at the moment. So it's a really good time to rest if you need to. Others might be feeling super, like I am now. This morning, it's complete contrast. I feel it in different times of day, depending on where the moon is and what's happening. Was physically aching, really. I think it was now I'm aligned again. I'm reset. I've meditated, and I've got my energy in the right place. I feel supercharged, like I've got a Duracell battery that's constantly. So that might be you. It doesn't matter how it's affecting you. Just honor your body. And one of the things, even this weekend, I think, and this come up for me again, anything with eclipses, endings and new beginnings, anything that you thought you may have dealt with, that you kind of thought, I had an issue with that, but I've moved past it, might be thrown back at you. Don't think of this as a bad thing. So if you're in a relationship and it's maybe you're struggling and it comes to an end, it's because it's in the highest good. 1. 2, the opposite. It might be that you're in a relationship that's struggling and now you've got a new release in your relationship. And that was coming up, especially in my astrology chart being Leo rising and Pisces. But that that is a big thing. And I will go, in fact, let's do this. I made a note from what Yasmin Boland quickly ran through, and I will share the video so you can listen to her as well. But just quickly, depending on your star sign, if you know your rising sign, it's important how your rising sign will be affected by this. So if you're Aries, let's put Dad up. It's saying that this is a good time to travel for you. It's reading my writing now, my notes. Help to seeing the bigger picture is what will be happening for you. You'll be able to have, the cosmos is giving you a helping hand. It's given us all a helping hand. So the things that aren't working will really be clear right now. And the things that are, there'll be like a new lease of life of them. So determined, Taurus, good for you if you're Taurus or Taurus sun or Taurus rising sign. Money and sex. So this is in your 8th house, looking good. Now intensify in both those areas. And this goes for the next 6 months. This energy is going to be around for you as an opportunity in these things. Potentiality, the law of potentiality, as Steve Book would say. Gemini rising, love zone, big time when my partner's a Gemini. New start out for your relationship, working out, or if it ends, it will be for your highest, as we mentioned, which I think goes for lots of us, but particularly for Geminis. So proposal possibly on the cards. If you're thinking of proposing to your significant other, it's a good time if you're a Gemini now. Cancer, we've got big change and routine. So your daily routines and your daily way of life. Also changing careers possibly for you, doing and health, change of health for the better. So all these things for the better. As I said, we've got that thing coming in December. Think of it like they say, the Bethlehem star shining down, that flooding our planet with this beautiful energy of just uplifting sense, feather-like. So we've got that was in your 6th house. So Leo, I'm a Leo rising, this is me. Wire firm into, hang on, beard, from into my duplicity. Right, really good. This starts, we've also got the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, and they rule our abundance. So this is really good for wealth and finances, things being made clear in this area, because you're going into the wealth and finances and new beginnings, new starts. So if you if things aren't working, then they'll be made clear which direction, new paths, etc. So Virgo, have house, home and house. I put have house, home life. Intensifies over this time for you, but new moves possibly, so take it easy over Christmas, because it's saying new houses, new homes, and family being really important right now for you in this time. Libran, the 3rd house, traveling, going easily, changing the ways you think about things, and law of expectations. Oh yeah, Yasmin was mentioning what the scientists call it, which we call the law of attraction, the law of expectations. They have it in science. I thought that sounds awesome. But I have the law of potentialities, so new ways of thinking to balance. And obviously, when I'm talking about the whole planet's aligning in their balance and that conjunction, that's really good for you. So Scorpio, 2nd house, so Scorpio rising or Scorpio sun. Go with your rising sign will be the one that you need to look at more, and obviously the sun sign will be affected too. Casting, so lasting property, possessions, values and self-esteem. Those areas will be what flag comes up. And Sagittarius, what is my writing? Really, really big, really just big underline, big effects for you, because actually if your birthday is today or 5 days either side, this means that you're going to have really good things happening. Start of the new big change is big change, I've underlined for you guys. And Capricorn, my sun sign, whole new spurt and start, gets easier from now on. So Capricorns, you may have had a tough time over the last year. It's to speaking from this is a time now that's going to shift and change for you, and things will start to move and flow. Aquarius, well, the dawning of Aquarius, big one for you as well. In the wishing zone time, make it last. And one of the things I'm not sure about, but Yasmin mentioned in her live on Hay House today, is that not to make your wishes. So you've got 6 minutes. You can make your wishes in the next 6 minutes. We're 4:10, 6 minutes. But after that, you need to wait for 12 hours before you set your intention. So when I go through the ceremony, we're practicing, you know exactly what to do. Then I don't want you to set your intentions until tomorrow morning, where we've still got the energy. Unless you've already done them today, that's good. So we will do and get into the energy side of that for our balance and aligning ourselves. And Pisces, new start, new way of seeing you. People see you differently, or you will see things differently in a new way of being again. So basically for all of the stuff, like everyone, new beginnings. New moons are like new beginnings each month. You get to set your intentions if you're working in and you're using cyclical way of living that I do. However, because of the conjunctions, everything that's happening, and it's why I've not gone live much, there was just so much to share with you. And it's the start of the long count Maya calendar. So this is the beginning of the new era, starts today. And because planetary bodies move so slowly, is it Pam Grier said about like big ships turning, we've had this coming in from the start of this eclipse season, and then we're like pinnacle on the 21st, you've got the solstice as well, and this one now, and all these alignments. And for me personally, this one energetically feels like it's a really good time. I want you to think about this, and this is important. Energy, vibration, and what was the other thing we said? She's saying matter, us, drawing down from above, as above, so below, as us pagans say. So I'm going to do some Qigong with you, and hopefully, let me see if I can get this in the background. So if you've not done it before, basically it's just some gentle body movements with intention and with awareness of how the body energy is around us, so that we're in flow. And vibration, I might do some weird chanting. I love the words that if I can pronounce them, Om Nama Nagala, Om Nama Narika. No, I can't pronounce it. That's the Sanskrit. If you can pronounce the Sanskrit properly, then say that. I would need to do it with her later. When I did the meditation, that was beautiful. But if you have an affirmation that you want to say for this month, you've got 3 minutes to say it for. Other than that, we're just going to have the intention of being grateful for all of the things that we've learned, all the contrasts that might have happened, and it may have been a really crap year for you. I'm not discounting that, but you're still here. You're still in this moment. You may have lost loved ones, but you may be appreciating the ones that you've got here with you now, even more. So we're going to go with gratitude, because that's the start of as the opening ceremony, it being today. That is my happiness habit number one, being in a place of gratitude and a vibration. I know we're covering slightly more. So for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to do some movements with you. If you can still see me, hopefully. The chair there, yeah, you can still see me on that both videos. You can probably see me better on Instagram. And we are live, aren't we? Ooh. Just checking. Hang on. No, we're not live at all on Instagram. How did that happen? Just a second, YouTube. Apologies. They've missed the beginning. Reels, no, it makes you do it. There we go. I had it live. It just didn't. Now we're live. Apologies. You'll have to catch the beginning of that over on YouTube on @LoveAuthenticMe, as I thought you were live, but you're not. So we're just going to do some Qigong as we lead into the start. And I will, hopefully, if I can get this stuff up for you in the background, I'd like you to just become aware of your breath. Okay, just standing nice and relaxed for me. And I want to try and put some in the background, but not too loud, some theta, because as we said, we're working with vibration, energy, which we're going to do some Qigong for, and matter, our body, our physical movement. No, not that one. That's me. Sorry. Apologies for the way. I do want you to have some theta in the background rather than me rabbiting on. No, it's not happening. No. Normally have it in the background. Okay. Right, well, we're going to do it without the music. You'll have me instead. Make sure that doesn't play. Okay. Right. So I better get it up so you can see me. Where's the... she says. There we go. I can see what YouTube can see as well as the skew that you are over here. Right, if you just relax. Obviously, if you, for any reason, can't do any exercise, we're not going to be doing too much, then don't. We're just going to swing from side to side. This is a routine I do and do every day on this YouTube video by Lee Holden. So it's called Knocking on Wood. Before I can feel the sun going down. As I said, if you have an affirmation, so breathing while you do this, and then moving your hand up to here, breathing in, breathing out. So we're encompassing in our meditation today our body, the matter, and we will afterwards go straight into a deeper visual, creative visualization as well. So bringing it down just here, we're bringing our vibration in. By doing the Qigong, we're encompassing the vibration and the movement. Relaxed on your shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out with the body, mindfully, so you're becoming totally in this moment with your body. Just breathing in, breathing out. Going back down to the shoulder here, just gently knocking, like you're thumping. And again, you're back. And if you can, just relax, relax. And then bringing it to a stop, letting yourself down. Then breathing in for me with your flow of breath as you're breathing in, lifting up and coming down. You can bend your knees. The further you can go down, that's fine. If you can't, then don't worry. And exhaling as you go down. In. feeling that flow. Imagining as we're aligning our axis, the planet is aligning hers over in Argentina. And then out, crossing deliberately, crossing our energies. Just relax again. Just breathing in and breathing out. When you're doing this, if you want to come into your senses at the same time, I'm just going to the back of my just gently and breathing in, feeling knocking on your body, feeling your breath. Where you are breathing in the expansion of your lungs, being aware of the room and how you're feeling, not judging. It doesn't matter how you're feeling, just feel it, honour it. We're raising, hopefully you're in a better feeling place after. And then from here, I'm going to slap down, slap on the butt. So going down, all the way down the legs, and then coming up on the inside of the legs and on here, and then do it again for me. Down. We're affecting the nervous system of our body, our energy field, all at the same time. So matter, along with vibration, which is what we are. And I love this monkey chest here. If you've got necklaces like me, move them out the way, otherwise that hurts. Just over your heart. Power. It reminds me of the power pose that we learned with Wonder Woman Network, and also recently with David in the Mind Body Soul Summit. We're doing breathing in at the same time, don't forget to breathe out. Okay, and then we move to our arms, the flows down here, down, coming up. Down, going up. Obviously don't whack too well, but if you've got ascension symptoms and that aches from this, this is really good. This really helps. It's been helping me for that reason. Down and up, because you've got points, which I'm not even going to pretend to know the names of. I just know it works. And then feel it. Just stop for a moment and feel. Do you feel the flow of blood around your body? Where you've been moving your limbs, even if you're not psychic minded like me with all of the energy, you should feel that. And just shake that. Shake it out. Yesterday when I ached, one of the chakra dancing I joined Sue with, I could feel that this is what I needed. This was what I went through. Just shake it. Shake it all out. Let it all. Feel like dancing almost. Sorry you can't see me over on YouTube, my head's cut off. But just let go. Don't care what anyone thinks. Shake it out. But here is going with it. Oh, no intentions. Promise, no intentions. That's going to be hard for me. I live quite intentionally. Just appreciation for the next 12 hours. Appreciate the body and how it's working. What you're feeling, whatever it is. Letting go. If you're doing this sitting, you're not standing, just shake. You can still do that, as well as an alternative. And then just stand there for a moment and feel the breath. Feel into it. In and out. Before we go. In and out of the breath. Bend the knees slightly. Bring your hands up over your head. Looking up at the same time. Then bringing it down and bringing the breath into that as well. So breathing in. Out. In, out. In and out. In and out. In and out. And then we heaven and earth. Palm facing down, right or left. Just always remember to do the opposite after. Balance them out. Just lean if it's safe to do so for you with your body. Listen to your body, whatever it's telling you. And then twisting with the Kundalini. There's that one, and you swap. So that one faces down, this one faces over. You see? Let's see if I can do it like that so you can see me over on YouTube. And then again, twisting as you come down, and keep doing that. Oh, really feels good, that does. Needed stretch, needed there for me. I don't know about you. And breathing with it. Don't forget to breathe. Breath is the spirit. Free again, spirit, mind and body. We're using our brain and our neurological as we're doing opposite right and left brain actions. You're using your breath associated with the spirit and the breath of life, our prana, and we're using our body, of course. Raising our vibration. And then just let your hands flow down and feel that energy flowing down. Feel it in your hands, filling up with blood. That breathing as your body, as it's going through your body, go with the breath, as we do with our hands. So back of the hands, back of the hands, bringing them in, bringing them up, bringing them down, and back together. Up, round, down, twisting slightly, and so they're facing in. That's it. Feel that flow. Open up our heart chakras when we do this as well, because we're here, we're opening. We want to be open. Slightly bending back, if you bend knees slightly, and up. Keep the breath flowing with it if it's too much to think about. My idea is giving monkey mind stuff to do. Aligning in the moment. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Breathing in, exhaling out, breathing in, exhaling out, breathing in, exhaling out, feeling that. Oh, YouTube looks like it's paused. Hopefully you're still with me. I think the signal, we have got lots of radiation flooding our earth at the moment. Affecting us, hence why we need aligning. Affecting the electronics. There we go. Keep that moving. Looks like we've paused. If you can still hear me, keep moving. Don't worry if you can't see me, as Matisse always says to us. If the signal is bad on YouTube, just keep flowing. And just bring that into the centre, okay? Holding it now. We're going to create a ball. Now, normally I would say create a ball of intention. So the next time you do this, when you replay and to do this again, you put your intentions in it when you do it tomorrow. But for now, it's just the energy. So we're bringing up. So first off, do exactly the same movement. So taking it out, bringing it in, forward, around our toric field. Out, in with the backs of the hands, to you, and round. Getting warm, so my energy's obviously split up. Excuse me while I strip, she says. So, round, so out, in, to you, round. Feel that out and in, out, in. Take your breath with it. And in, out, and out. Wherever the flow is. In, out. Ball of energy. We're going to build it up like we've done before in our meditations. So as we're bringing in this time, we go forward, round, slowly, ever so slowly. We turn towards the back and then go down to the earth and scoop up and make a ball. Feeling that ball. Then we take that ball, lift it over our heads and bring it down. If you want to physically feel it down, that's fine. Out, in, to you, over the head, down, down to earth, lifting up earth, energy balling up, really feel it. Then scoop it down over you, flowing down. If you want to just do some flowing movements, third eye. It's down. Out and in to you. Round. Down. Scooping up that grounding energy. Lift the ball down and around all of you. Back, front, and again. Out, in, flow, feel, breathe. Scoop, lift, grounding, and cementing. Feeling. One more time. In, out. Feeling the heart opening. Scooping down. Feeling the ball. Lifting. Feel where your energy is. See if you can actually feel it while you're doing that. You're in the wind. Just feel it. While you're doing that, I'm just going to check on the other guys to make sure. Saying no data, warning no data. don't think we're live on YouTube, so it's just us on Insta. That's a shame. That can be expected. So just stay reflecting, feeling that. And I'm going to take you into the guided meditation. If you want to stay standing, that's fine. Then you can stay standing. If you want to sit down now is the time to do so. Just lost complete signal, so hopefully you're still with me as well. It says we're live. So, closing your eyes. Just breathe for me. Breathing in and out. Just feeling that in and out, and in and out. Feel the flow. Allowing yourself to feel. And as we're on Easter and you didn't get to see this because we spoke about it on YouTube before it went, I'm going to quickly run through these things that I mentioned. That in Esperanza, in Chile, central Chile and Argentina, there is a little place called La Esperanza, which means hope. That's where we have totality of the eclipse. We're just having totality of the eclipse near a long dormant volcano. And the little Chilean girl that came in my vision 6 months ago, I saw the water lifting off the beach. Water to me is emotions, but also our emotions, us, that fluidity of us lifting off. And the creativity, the moon and fluid nature. And that's where things, I think, will start. We've got that huge light that's flowing to us. That's lifting up every part of ourselves. That's realigning us and our access. As you're breathing in and breathing out in the wisdom with using our will and our love and the feeling of love, which is what we're going to do now, right now. For those that are with me in this now moment, it doesn't matter when you're viewing. Energy, it just gets bigger and more potent the more you watch it, and once and again, hearing one thing one time and then again and another time you hear the same thing, and it speaks to you in a different fashion depending on where you are, your perspective. We've got the potential for great clarity right now. So breathing in, breathing out. I want you to just align your body with your senses like we've just done, but in awareness of the room. Feel into your body on a deeper, more expansive way. With every breath, feel, observe any thoughts that come up, allow, and just breathe. Breathing in and breathing out, like the flow of the ocean. I want you to use the power of your brain, our will, our imagination, and holding your attention to that, the body, the matter. And the energy of that, the vibration, energy in motion. Your emotions are energy in motion. Just having an understanding of them. gives you a whole edge on every aspect of your life. Closing eyes. Going deeper inside. I want you to tune into the emotion of gratitude. However you can do that. I find the easiest way is to go to the energy of love. Think of someone or something you love unconditionally. A pet, a partner, a child, a parent, a grandparent. Someone in your life who you have deep love and appreciation of. Bring them to mind and feel that feeling, feel it in your gut. And just stay with that emotion for me, seeping into your cells, wrapping it around yourself. Breathe that for the next few minutes. Just breathe that emotion like you're every scent. If you've got a scent you want to associate with it, like a little bottle of something, and you want to, so that every time you have that same smell, you maybe think sense is our powerful memory, sense of memory. If you have a crystal to charge with the intention, do it in 12 hours, she says. Not sure why. I'll have to look into that for you. And it's not something I'm familiar with. But just stay in this place of gratitude. And if you're finding a hard time getting there, think of anything. It could be a moment in time, something in your life that you truly appreciate. I was asked yesterday by Sue in our journaling workshop with her, and I'm going to share this question, I hope you don't mind, Sue. It's beautiful to think about a moment of 2020, any moment. I know there's been many up and down, but a moment that you are really grateful for. And I had a beautiful memory come to mind of the last solstice, of the singing bowls, and I'll do this with you. I'm going to give you a visual, sharing at distance as as Chloe from Keshinomi played the singing bowls for us, and we burnt our burn lists and intention lists. We were up at sunrise watching the sun come up on the solstice, summer solstice. Beautiful time. A lovely moment, memory. Is there stuff like that for you? I'm with Katie from Love Breathe Yoga, connecting with our body, our connection and gathering with our soul sisters, our community. One of the things that I think is beautiful this year, I think was worth remembering and being grateful for, is how many people stand outside their doors on a Thursday and clap in appreciation of our NHS in the UK. Beautiful. It fills me with such gratitude to see that collective coming together. There we go. Really joint, the whole country got behind and put rainbows in the windows. So everywhere you could go, you could see this beautiful hand-drawn child pictures in the windows to say thank you. And people helping and dropping off shopping to the elderly, for their neighbours, for their parents that couldn't get out. So, emotion flowing. Feel it, stay there. Swim in that emotion of gratitude. Let it seep into every cell in your body. true love, true compassion. I sense the spirit of Christmas, goodwill, all those things, all around that part of the emotional scale, as Abraham Hicks would say. Enthusiasm for seeing the kids open presents, for seeing loved ones, embracing loved ones again. Just whatever gives you that feeling. If it takes you away from it or it makes you think of the lack, then move to a different scenario in your mind's eye and stay where you feel the most joy. And breathing into the body. Keep feeling that. I'm about to be interrupted. Keep feeling that. Actually, come on. You want to come on camera? Because you're one of my gratitude moments. I'm grateful for my little beautiful angel. Just doing a meditation. So stay there while I hug my little one in appreciation. Whatever it is that you appreciate. So even, she just said her leg hurt. So even if you're feeling achy and you're not feeling well, feel grateful for where you are. Wherever you are is fine. You don't have to be.
I feel really sick.
Really? The whole world knows that now. So. Funny, we were running around like a loon earlier. I think that has more to do with it. Daddy's downstairs.
I'm going to take it.
Your study for one of your magic pills. I don't know what they were. They're vitamins. We utilised the power of placebo. And she has these little Mickey Mouse ones that she takes, and it goes magical. That's why I say have magical tablets. They're like little jelly sweets and sweets. Feeling in a better feeling place, honestly. Okay, so hopefully you're still feeling that. Sorry for the interruption there. But one of the things I'm letting go of is perfection. I was much of a perfectionist, and being our most authentic self, as I'm all about, means being who we really are. It's a time to be who we are and accept whatever we're feeling is fine. This has come up a couple of times over the weekends in the journaling workshops I attended for Mind, Body, Soul Summit. You know, if you can feel there, but from wherever you are, get to a better feeling place. Slowly coming out of wherever that is. You're still with me. The signal keeps going. It's not great. So hopefully you can still hear me. Just coming back into the now moment with me, to the room. Start to wiggle your toes a little bit, your fingers. And just, if you can see me, if it's working, I don't know if it's, but just flick off your fingers like this, where there are lots of energy centers in the hands. Just gently, don't hurt, don't pull the like any of those blokes clicking there, but just flick. Or gently massage if you prefer, all along to the end and out, all along to the end and out, all along to the end and out. Very much today, we weren't just in the spiritual. I wanted you to be very aware of your body and the matter. Very important in aligning for today. So, very different meditation Monday and our opening ceremony as well. Although on Ista you missed the beginning, for some reason it wasn't recording, but you started with me with the Qigong, and what you missed I'm going to go over now. If you are interested in the astrology, I did a brief summary of how we, as you know, I'm a big Heart Math fan, and I'm also very interested in how the planetary bodies actually has a physical effect on our nervous system and our body and the energies, and the energy of us, that which is our consciousness, and how we can utilize our mindset with meditation and mindfulness, the 3Ms, all of which I utilize with the things I love, my bliss: painting, drawing, dancing, movement, and the workshops, the moon, other them for you. I don't know if you saw it, but if you didn't, hop on over to Hay House. I'm not an affiliate, I just love loads of their authors. But Yasmin Boland did a live on there, which on Facebook. I'm assuming it'll be on Insta too, and talking about what star sign you are and how it's going to affect you. And I loved, and I can't pronounce the Sanskrit, Om Nam Mani Narana, I think it is, for you to chant. And I definitely highly recommend the sound. We didn't go into the sound as such today. One of the things that I've been doing more and more in our ceremonies over on Eventbrite, and utilizing sound during the alignment, has become really important for me. Not worrying about how you feel when you do it. Om is the popular one, but we do different ones on different days depending on. So the one I like, and this sound is, get it right. And if you've got singing bowls, it's like using your body like a bowl, bringing alive these ancient traditions that the ancients kind of knew a lot about, when it comes to vibration and sound and resonance, and bringing our own resonance up. So if you're interested in the astrology, stick around. I'm just going to give you a brief run just from my notes basically, and I just do want to alliterate on what Matisse mentioned today, just briefly, these points to highlight that I might have already mentioned, but I can't remember if it was at the beginning with in YouTube rather than Insta. So as you may or may not know, about 6 months ago I had a dream of a beautiful young girl in Chile, on a Chilean beach, Argentina beach, and she had a denim jacket on, and she was on the beach, and my mind in a connective unity consciousness was reaching out to her and saying, we're here with you, it's okay, don't need to be afraid, because this is a really good thing. But what I could see, what I was saying to her to not be afraid of, was this, what I call as a visual representation of emotion. The sea was lifting off. If you've ever seen a disc spinning really fast and the water goes off, the sea was doing that. And I don't think that's actually going to physically happen, but what it represents, that lifting off and the emotion and taking off like we are as a human race. When the place I found out from Matisse, and one of the reasons I was really drawn, because it felt significant to me, he was talking about a personal experience he'd had with this name of this place, and I won't go into that, you can watch him for that, but in La Esperanza, a village called Hope, is where they get absolute totality of this current solar eclipse today, and it's also the start and the beginning of the long count Maya calendar. And you'd have to be on the moon to not know about the Hopi prophecy and the Mayan prophecies, and the big hoo-ha back in 2012 where things kind of started to shift, and the beginning of this is what they were all on about this time, this new wave of humanity and evolution. So this town, and it just so happens, is the coccyx. This is what Matisse was saying to us today, of the woman. So if you think of the planetary having chakras and points like we do as the body, it represents the self seat. So it's our recognition of ourself and our self alignment and adjustment and axis, being on an axis, like not too high vibrate, not too low, but in balance, having a balance of both. And this is what's representing to happen today, representative of the coccyx, of the area and the region where it's got totality. So these lakes in Chile around that same area, it's named after a tree, Gawain, if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically, the meaning behind this, the symbolism, which I find is beautiful, is the tree of life and the access. So life, beginning, and new starts. And obviously culturally, that's where the Mayan calendar is beginning, and these new vast cosmic cycles that we have. And the free roots and branches that represent this access and this tree of life, the free roots and the free branches. The roots are vibration, energy, and matter, which is why today I did the Meditation Monday, very different format, and wanted to encompass the energy work with the Qigong that we just did. And as I said, that's a routine that I do myself in my own personal life. I'm not a Qigong teacher. It's just I'm familiar because I do that daily. And the energy of that, also the body, the matter, we are the matter, and the vibration is getting yourself in a better feeling place with the meditation. In alignment, and we didn't go into this, so I'll be doing this in the meditation in the ceremony later, but will, wisdom, and love were what we utilised today. The visualising of the Merkaba, the free connection, vibration, energy, matter, wisdom, will, and love. So I thought that's just a beautiful way to look at things. So whatever is showing up for you right now, if you feel like you're having a tough time, we're getting a helping hand from the cosmos. So reframe it, because if something's not for your highest good, it's not going to stay in your life, whatever that might be. And the astrological archetypes, the way they affect us. This is from Yasmin Boland, little notes that I wrote earlier, because I'm not an astrologer, but I love this. My dad is an Aries, so area, and this, so from now to for the next 6 months, help to see the bigger picture for Aries. If you, and I should point out, not just your sun sign, but your rising sign. So if you know your rising sign, if you don't, then I know Yasmin Boland do a thing on their website where you can do it. Pam Gregory, I really recommend as well. I love her astrology. On her chart, you can get your chart done, and anywhere really, there's loads of places all online. You know, if you want to go to an astrologer, I'm sure they can do your chart if you don't know, but it's your rising sign is what you need to know, because that is how people see you. And it has a big effect, so that's what will be affected. So if your rising sign is take into account, and obviously your sun sign, which is what your birthday is, the stars in the paper is the sun sign. So Aries, as I say, seeing the bigger picture, traveling again, help to travel. And then Taurus, money and sex, over the next 6 months intensifies in that area, so looking good for you guys. Gemini rising, love zone, proposal. If you're thinking of proposing, it's a good time if you're a Gemini rising or Gemini. New starts in relationship, or a resurgent in a relationship that may not have been working. But if you've got a relationship that may not be working and you're a Gemini, then it will be ending for the highest good. So again, like I said, but that is for everything across the charts, for everyone. Cancer, big changes in daily routines. So that could mean you a swap of career, a change of career, routine and health being important, big changes, but big changes for all of us again across the board. So Leo rising, ways to have more fun into your life if you're a Leo rising will be a new development, and really good for us as I'm Leo rising. Jupiter and Saturn, which is that beautiful Bethlehem star people have been calling, a conjunction that we've got going on the 21st with the solstice as well. This is all happening now. It's bright in the skies at the moment that you might be able to see. For Leos and Leo rising, this is where their wealth and their finances are, so looking really good. Virgo, home and the house, this area of your chart, and family, so intense family times. So she said to maybe go easy over Christmas because you could be moving home after Christmas. So Libra, and traveling, going easy, change the ways you think about things. So expectations, like the law of, like that always rings. She said about the law of expectations and spoke about a scientist. Well, that reminds me of Deepak when he talks about the law of potentiality, and that is one of the laws of the 7 laws that I've been learning about with Matisse. Scorpio, so casts, so property, possessions, values and self-esteem will be flagging up, and those are the areas that possible change. Sagittarius, whole new life, new beginning, because we're in Sagittarius. It's a Sagittarius new moon. And where have we got? Capricorn, forgetting myself. Whole new spiritual start for us. I'm a Capricorn sun sign. Gets easier from now on. So if you've had a tough time, Capricorn, this year, things have been hard, now the flow is going to come and flow to you. It'll ease up on you. Aquarius, big one, again really big, because obviously we're moving into, or Saturn, the Saturn-Jupiter alignment is now going to be in the Aquarian. We're in the Aquarian age. You talk about the 60s, dawning of Aquarius. This is Aquarian age. So the air sign, we're moving out of the earthly water, or those 2 planets, huge bodies that affect us. So whole new start, and also for them, though not for the next 12 hours, because we're in that aspect apparently. This is a bit I was unfamiliar with, so wait until 4 a.m. or 4:16 a.m. before you start your intention. So tomorrow, do your list, do your vision board ready, and wishing zone is open to you, because if your birthday is today or 5 days prior or forward, you're going to get your wishes basically. So think about what you want to wish. Yasmin mentioned doing this, and I love this idea, having one wish that you turn into an affirmation. I've been doing this prior with goals and writing them out in an open and expansive way. So Pisces, we nearly forgot you, bless you. New start to the way that people see you, and maybe the way you see yourself. Pisces are very dreamlike. I've got Pisces and Venus, and we've got the Venus part of what's going on. So yeah, 4:16 in the UK. So what was my notes here? Mostly creating sacred space today in practice. So we've talked about this before, having your atmosphere around you before you do the meditations, and obviously it wasn't very meditative today, and I'll probably re-record the YouTube, so we have got a meditation, and I said I would possibly let, for the next 12 hours maybe, the vision board workshop, so you're prepping rather than doing, for our members. I might let you guys have access to that, open that up. but that's going to need re-recording now because YouTube just still not working. It's still completely frozen. It says it's streaming, but it's completely off. But if by some chance it's not, I'll see at the end and you've got my voice, then we will be doing a little bit longer, or I'll be going live in a separate link. So never mind the past, life evolves every day. That was the card that the moon card that Yasmin pulled, and I was gonna do that for you guys as well with an angel card. So let's quickly do this. Thank you. Remember gratitude. Our opening ceremony, this is meant to be. It's got a little practice. Gratitude is happiness habit tip. So when I'm doing that, I'm being grateful. I'm saying thankful for the wisdom that's coming through from our heart and soul angel cards. And we have, I love the free. F, this too shall pass. I know this without. F, guardian angel of time. The card of now, moments, and time traveling. Well, as time is not linear, and we know this now, we are like almost out of time, I think, at the moment. It's just like getting used to the difference. Time holds the power of free, past, present, and future. And that's what this is very much about, I think, from a scientific point as well, not just the spiritual. Though in reality it is fluid and entwined like F's Celtic symbol, F suggests you need to understand that you may never be more alive, happier, or more spiritual than you are now and at this moment, you in your present cycle. If this resonates, be more aware of your present and don't spend your days dreaming of the future or past. Remember, both intertwine with the now. All of life can be viewed as now moments and should be lived accordingly. The ancient Persians had a saying, and this too shall pass. Now, we spoke about this in our 21 Days of Abundance, didn't we? And we actually have the parable. If you scroll down on our page, it's there, the whole story of that. Beautiful story. Moments and should be lived accordingly. The ancient Persians had this saying, and this too shall pass. If you are working through a challenging time or challenge, remember this and be comforted. But if life is glorious, enjoy fully every second, every single moment. Another level enables you to travel on timeless waves of eternal light as you seek perfection of soul through each lifetime. This is the opening of the time portal. We're in the time portal. It's until the 22nd, I think, 2022. To stars, light streams through all time, space continuum with positive will and intent. Your heart can be time traveler, aiding the past to be healed by love, thereby helping to safeguard mankind's future. As with all heart sent healing, the return manifolds to soothe your past rifts gently, recalling your now. So, as we didn't go too deep into the meditation, I just want you to spend just a minute closing your eyes, reflecting on that image. Let me show you that image again. The Celtic cross. With the help of that image, I'm going to say this, what comes to mind. I'm sorry if I offend, but this is what speaks to my heart. I want to send back love from the past of any rifts between paganism and religion, because at the heart of both of them is the intention of love. So regardless of your thoughts and your beliefs and of wrongdoing and right consciousness to send love to every soul from past, for it to be aligned in the now, for science, religion, the spiritual, the new age, for all to be aligned in the now. I see the pieces of the puzzles just all coming together and clipping everything, relating to everything, resonating with everything, and understandings waking us up, seeing us in a place of love and compassion for one another. I close my eyes and breathe in that gratitude again in this now moment, wherever it is, sending it back, sending it forward, and feeling it now. Thank you. Thank you for the clarities and the contrast in our lives. Thank you for those that listen energetically or physically. Thank you for all in our highest good. So, thank you for joining me. My love and my blessings to you wherever you are, whatever your thoughts and beliefs are. Let today be aligned with gratitude and love. Love and blessings. Hey, baby girl. Just finishing up. Take care. Goodbye.